Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. So by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about Big Tipper. For those of you that do not know who Big Tipper is, he was and still is a social media personality that often made skits, vines, viral videos that often included him embracing his African culture, making funny sounds, funny noises, funny faces, and he was an all-round good laugh. In the past couple years, he has been very silent on social media. We haven't seen no new content from him, and from my assumption, it has been because he's been going through his own mental health issues. Recently, a video went viral on Twitter and Snapchat. The video pictured his face, and in the background, it was his mum basically roasting him. I didn't actually watch the video, but I read a few tweets, and a lot of the tweets basically summed up the same thing. She's basically saying if he ain't gonna be doing better, he and his head ain't in the right place, he needs to get out of her house. And all the people his age are buying houses and driving nice cars, and he's sitting at home doing nothing. I feel like as much as that video was crazy and as much as that video is not something nice to watch, there's actually a big lesson to be learned from this. Social media is such a fast-paced platform. Like, things keep going and keep going and keep going. Like, something can happen yesterday and something new can pop up today and you've completely forgotten about what happened yesterday. Like, that is how social media works. I feel like with my journey on social media, in the beginning, it was so tough. When I decided that I actually want to fully commit to doing social media, I don't think people really deeped what I was doing. Nobody actually saw the vision. Nobody saw the thought process behind things. Nobody saw the grind, the up-late editing, the brainstorming, all those type of things. Nobody saw my notes. Nobody saw that. They just see subscribers, numbers, and this and that, and that's it. They don't actually deep the process. I've had to learn myself, not every avenue that I take is going to be smooth. I'm not gonna wake up tomorrow with 1 million views. Like, that needs to be reminded in people's head with anything that they're doing. I feel like once Big Tipper's mental health took over and he took his break from social media and what he was doing, it's like social media just moved on. When you're so used to something and you feel like people forget about you, or you feel like you can't achieve something because this person's already done it, or these people are already doing it, are they gonna respect what I'm doing? Like, that can F with your head mentally, you know? Imagine sitting there knowing that you've tried all these things, or not even feeling like you have the confidence to try certain things, and then one of your parents come and tell you, get out of my house. Like, and comparing you to your peers or other people that you was once affiliated with. Like, that is one of the worst feelings in the world. When I passed my GCSEs and I opened that letter and I was 1 grade short of doing what I actually wanted to do, I was so beaten up inside. So before anybody else could even see my results, I was so beaten up inside. Now, I'm not gonna say what relative it was, but a relative of mine took the paper out of my hand and was like, what is this? Like, you just wasted your academic years. Like, that is a perfect example of the negativity and projecting that people do onto you. If I didn't actually sit down with my mum and be like, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to get there, this is the route that I want to take, like, I would have crawled underneath a rock somewhere. Our older peers are so used to forcing and projecting their own way of life onto the younger generation. We're not thinking the way you lot are thinking. Now, don't get me wrong, there are people that are like money hungry, they want the easy way out, and they think, oh, let me just start a YouTube channel and let's make money from it. Like, there's people like that. But there's actual people that actually sit down and think of ideas, create content, and some things might not be working out for them. But the older generation, like parents and uncles and people like that, don't see that. Some of you think that people wake up and just have it all. That's not how it works. We are going to end up slitting our throats if we constantly compare ourselves to other people, and if we allow other people to compare ourselves to other people. It's like everybody's journey is different. People in the comments on blogs and stuff like that are also a part of the problem as well. Some of you guys on social media have this disgusting mentality that at 21, you're meant to have a 5-bedroom house, you're meant to be married with 4 kids, you're meant to own an investment down the road that's worth 10 grand, you're meant to have a barbershop that's bringing in you 15 grand a week. Like, you lot have these dumb, unrealistic mentalities, and people on social media actually try and live up to that. Do you understand? And then we also see influencers, rappers, and all these people buying these massive houses, and we don't actually consider the process. We don't actually consider how they actually got to that point. None of these people on social media woke up one day with a wand in their hand and said, let me make a wish and turn my life around. Nobody's journey was like that. There's people that have grown to fame, but obviously they've deeped. Fame and clout don't last forever, so they have to monetize off of it and so that they can upkeep the life that they want to live. There's a process behind every single career and opportunity that people have gotten. There's even been people that have been given opportunities, but because they are so focused on the now and what's all going on now and the hype now, that they actually lose out on them opportunities because they don't actually look ahead of time and think, okay, is all this gonna be here in 3 years' time? And that is the problem with a lot of us. We're so focused on the now, what's going on now, the hype now, and we don't deep that, bro, like this could all go away tomorrow, you know, or this could all fall flat in the next couple of weeks, or in a year's time. Am I still going to be getting the same amount of recognition for what I'm doing now? How parents carry on when you're studying and in your academic years is the perfect examples of them projecting and you doing what they say and doing what they tell you and not actually doing what you love. There are so many stories of kids that go and study subjects that they hate, you know, that they don't enjoy, that some of them end up dropping out of or failing because that's not what they want to do. Why is it that parents are not encouraging enough to allow their kids to try different things, dibble and dabble in and see what works for them, what makes them happy, Why is there none of that? That's a question that I really want to know. Why is it that everything has to be done by the book? Why is it that because they have done this, it means it's going to work for me in this day and age? You're not just going to wake up with £1 million in your hands. You're not just going to wake up and be able to just do what you love and monetize from it. Everything is a process. All the successful people that you see on social media had to work for what they have. Do you understand? But that was all for this video. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to the thing, and thank you for the love every time.